Christensen is with us.
Thank
All right,
you.
so you could, I guess it's probably just better at the end of the day to cuddle with the dogs and not the boyfriend. It's just a safer bet, huh?
It turns out to be that way a lot of the time. They're so loyal. They're so, unconditionally loving.
Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I'm a dog person.
You are?
I grew up with a Cocker Spaniel. This is kind of a long story, but I'll make it brief. Okay, this is the evolution of my dog's name growing up. We got her from another family who had named her Lady Maxine. That was a little much for us. So
Really?
So we went for Maxie, and then Maxie became Maxie Doodle. I think that's my mom's fault, I don't know. And then eventually the Maxie dropped off and it was just Doodle. And it did become Dude after that. So it went from Lady Maxine to Dude.
To do or dude?
Dude, I mean both. Dude.
Okay, so it started off as a girl dog and ended up as a boy dog?
Well, dude is kind of a universal pronoun at this point, right?
At this point, exactly. All right, so when you do, the way they say in the business, don't work with dogs or don't work with animals.
Yeah, dogs and babies, right?
Yeah, dogs and babies.
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't easy.
No, really?
Yeah. Well, I think we have a clip to show how uneasy it was.
Yes, this is supposed to be just a stroll in the park on a date. It's sweet, fun time, hanging out, boy meets dogs. And I was slipping and sliding through the grass, like trying to wrangle these two strong dogs. It's so silly, kind of trying to reconcile real life with what's supposed to be happening.
Oh, well, let's take a look.
There we go. Oh. All right.
Hey, who's walking who there?
All right.
Hey, okay,
all right, what do I do?
Oh, just stop.
Okay.
Wow. Whew. Here, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, he's actually calmed down quite a bit since I've had him.
Calm down, really.
Yeah.
That's.
Believe it or not.
I must have your work cut out for you.
Oh yeah. Speaking of work, you said you were in retail. Turns out you are retail. I Googled. Couldn't resist.
Yeah, well, when you're straying, there's no escaping the family business. Not that I want to, though. I mean, it's the best job in the world. It's creative, it's challenging, it's purposeful. It's great.
You're a lucky guy.
Well, I met you, didn't I?
Oh.
Wow, that's a pickup line.
So is he
Hey, I know I set him up.
he's about to be your boyfriend, and you're going to end up with his dog, too?
Well,
Probably.
probably. We'll see.
How many do you end up with in this?
3?
3 dogs?
And a boyfriend.
And a boyfriend.
And a boyfriend, eventually.
Okay, so
Yeah, you have to have.
Yeah,
this
you have to
happens.
have him.
This happens whenever I had a puppy. I would meet somebody.
Oh,
It's the-
well,
it's the
girls
great-
love puppies.
Yeah, it's a great. So does she use
He has
these?
11 dogs
No,
at home.
And a
I didn't say I could keep the
He
relationship.
has no girlfriend, but he has 9 dogs. They all started out as puppies.
Do you find?
Oh!
Does this character use the dogs as sort of an attraction tool
well,
to meet guys?
It's more of a litmus test on what kind of person are you, and if you're into dogs, then maybe I could be into you and you could be into me.
Oh, so what kind of really? So if they're nice to your dog, they.
Well, yeah, if they don't like the slobber or dog hair, like if they're a little too buttoned up, then that's.
So if a
bad
guy
sign.
really likes dog slobber, you're into him.
Yeah.
That's right. Or at
That's
least
what does it for Bailey. Her name's Bailey.
Okay. I'm just going
You're
with
like, calm down.
Okay, that you
Well,
do.
I think it
I don't
says a
know.
lot, though, if somebody's really into animals. It speaks a lot about their heart, right?
Yeah, it's a down-to-earth thing. I think probably parents they have to deal with baby spit up, so they're probably used to all kinds of the realities of life.
Well, I would like to know that if you had a puppy or dog, would you put them in a basket and go cycling with them? Because I know you love cycling. Right?
I probably would.
You probably, yeah. See?
I mean, my dog now is very old, and he does about 3 blocks.
That's beautiful.
That's a cool shot by my friend Steven. Yeah, Steven Nerio shot this just up in Griffith Park.
I was going to say that
nice.
it looks like it's beautiful,
But yeah, and that's my dog Pete.
Oh, Pete.
He looks like a puppy, but he's really old.
And how did his name start out with? And did it just...
Well, he is my boyfriend's dog. And my boyfriend's name is Cole. There's a character in my boyfriend's dogs whose name is Cole and who has a beagle. I don't know.
It was meant to be.
How the universe.
It all works together.
But so Cole named Pete Handsome Pete.
Oh.
Because he's handsome.
Because he's handsome Pete. So let's talk about the cycling thing, because I think it's one of the greatest sports out there. or a great way to exercise.
It's really easy to become obsessed with.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
What caught you?
You know, my buddy got really fit all of a sudden, and I just said, what happened
Your dog
to you?
buddy or your boyfriend buddy? I'm confused. What?
Neither.
Neither. Just a buddy.
Just a
A
buddy.
buddy. Oh, I see. Okay.
Just a friend.
Okay.
He got really fit. I said, what happened to you? And he showed me his awesome, expensive bikes and said, go to the bike shop. This is the dude's name. Go, Matt will help you out. I was like, okay. And I went to the bike shop. Hey, Matt, I'd like to buy a bike, And I bought one and joined them on their group ride the next day that I got after I got the bike. And it was 43 miles, and I was famished. But I was in. I was just in.
So what, because you hear about these long marathon bike rides. What's the longest you've done?
I think 106 miles.
In a
Really?
day? Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
There must have been a good sale at the end of that thing to get to. Wow.
There's like the coffee chant comes at a certain point.
Wow. There's a wonderful pack mentality, speaking of dogs, and that when you get into the cycling world. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a really strong. I mean, I owe a lot to the group that I started riding with. They were so supportive and so they just taught me the ropes like right away.
Mm-hmm.
These are the routes we ride. These are the rules. So I never had any concept of stopping in the middle of a ride, of like giving up. There was never that option. In a good way. It was just like, no, we're going.
I forgot to ask, because at the top of the show I mentioned you biked to work.
Right. So it's hard to go very long without riding a bike.
This is why you were shooting this movie, right?
Right. So when we were shooting, I got a really nice rental bike in Vancouver, which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I got a little lost riding to work, but that was okay because the driver, the transportation driver that was there to drive me to work refused to not do her job, so she would just
follow
me in the car.
You had a driver
and
following
she didn't tell you you're going the wrong way?
She would stop and say, wait, take a right. Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to ride my bike, so she wasn't going to stop me. But at the same time, she was like, I got to do my job. I got to look out for you.
I can just see that shot on the lonesome highway with the van behind you as you're pedaling.
It's so silly, but I really enjoyed it.
Well, we hope you enjoy My Boyfriend's Dogs.